haven't made a video in a long time. So.
Yeah, I'm slacking a little bit. You know why
I
I'm
had
slacking?
I had no commitment to it. Did you commit to doing anything?
I just wanted to do it more often than I am right now. For like 2 weeks, I was great. The reason I'm slipping this week is because I downloaded Civilization.
Which, like 5?
Yes.
I also have Civilization 5.
Revolution was free on Xbox Live this month. They release 2 free games every month.
Is that fun to play on an Xbox?
Well, see, I've never played Civilization.
What? Ever?
Because I was afraid of what would happen. And it is happening. And Revolution is kind of like Baby Civ.
Yeah.
And it was...
Oh, yes, I have that on my phone.
It was the perfect introduction.
Yeah, it is. You can play an entire campaign on easy in like half an hour.
Yeah. So that was the beginning, and then I was like, well, this is, I could tell just from the first game. I was like, this is a toned down version, because I remember watching my friend play Civ 2.
Yes.
And so I was like,
Civilization 2.
I'll go check out Civ 5 and see what it's like now, 10 years later, 15 years later, however long it's been.
I think 15.
And holy shit.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
I thought it was crazy in Civilization 4. I played the shit out of Civilization 4 in college. And I was like, wow, they've got diplomacy, quote unquote diplomacy, which is really like everyone has 2 things they'll say to you, and culture. And I'm like, I can flip cities with my culture. And then I'm like, this they will never improve on this. And Civilization 5 is like, this is the fucking world. This is the world.
It's like real life.
Yeah, it's like all these mini
real civilization.
Those mini states that form up, and like you have these side relationships. Oh, it's a crazy.
In the moment when I flipped my first city in Civ Revolution was when I was like, okay, I'm sold.
Yep, it's great. Love it. My favorite of those games was this kind of not as popular one called Alpha Centauri.
Yeah.
That one was very good.
Friends of mine played that like crazy.
Yeah, it was fun because you basically got to do a kind of abbreviated Civilization game and then the space race stuff, which was fun. And you had nukes, so you could nuke people.
My friend who was playing Civ 2, I remember it was this guy I knew who broke his femur or something, and his parents were going on a mission trip or something. So he stayed at my house for like 2 weeks. We lived together. Wow. And a mutual friend of ours was having a birthday party, and my friend who was staying at my house bought him Civ 2, but he bought it like a week before the party and played it until we took it to the party. He just opened the box, installed it on my PC, and played it for a week straight. He was up until the middle of the night, and I was like, Bobby, we have to go to bed. We have school tomorrow. And he's like, one more turn.
It's one more turn, man. It's like
it should be called One More Turn.
It's crack. It's so addictive. Oh man, was it obvious that it had been opened?
I think he taped it back shut, and I don't think our friend probably wouldn't have cared anyway.
Yeah, well, that is adorable. I have Civilization 5 on my computer at home now, but hopefully I forget about it by the time I
Sorry.
Because I have things to do this weekend.
I'll say thank you for listening to this episode. Should I say the title again, or just thank you for listening to this episode?
Oh, I don't know.
This episode,
we never know what the title is.
This show is a 5 Things production.
Support from the Wilfred and Sandy Fimplestein Foundation, an anonymous donor, and listeners like you.
Listeners like you.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm able.
Okay. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Are you listening to me?
Okay.
I don't believe you.
This podcast broke the internet is a 5 Things production.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll say something.
Okay. I'm gonna write this down. I wrote this podcast borked the internet.
And then maybe we'll just take turns saying episode, we'll say episode 7. This is episode 7. Episode 7 is brought to you by blah, blah, blah. Reference from the episode. Call back to earlier joke.
Right. Bye. Okay, so did we make any jokes? Episode 7 is brought to you by... No. I was going to say by the Shigeru Miyamoto Memorial Fund, but he's not dead and it would be mean.
Episode 7 is brought to you by the Professional Theremin Operators Association of America.
And thanks for listening.
I decided to throw of America in there at the end.
Of Northern Indiana. So my buddy Ed, he's like, "Oh, you gonna talk about Apple?" I'm like, "No, never. They will never be a direct
Apple who?"
Yeah, exactly. It's like just talking about apps is the closest I will get to like talking about Apple. It's like, nope. I'm not talking. Maybe I'll talk about apples, like the fruit.
Las manzanas.
Sure, les pommes. Because I am experimenting a lot with apples lately. Because they're my lunch fruit.
They're a fascinating culinary achievement.
They are. There's so many of them. Did you know that bananas are like threatened?
Yes, the genealogy.
Yeah. I was listening to.
It's my business.
Marketplace. Yeah. You should know all about this. Yeah, the global banana market is like totally threatened.
I don't know what's going to happen. I get really annoyed at these people who complain about like genetic engineering and.
It's like no GMOs. It's like
right.
Fuck. Like, do you know how much like quote unquote genetic modification went into making bananas as they were just like 10,000 years ago? Just
right.
like by
and
people
corn.
Picking like what kinds of bananas they wanted. Oh, okay. I've got to go to the store and then go home and see if my heating and air conditioning unit has been fixed. And I hope it has. Although this was a good day for it to not work because the weather has been
it's nice.
Delightful.
Well, I'll get to my theremin operators meeting.
Yep. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
All right, bye.